Today on this episode of In Confidence, it's a Friday. And so I'm giving you 2 exercises to do over the weekend. I know we don't want to learn new things on a weekend, but that also means, do we have an hour to invest in ourselves this weekend? And so I'm going to give you 2 exercises along with a downloadable PDF. So you'll be able to get a downloadable PDF if you go to our website, look at this episode, get the PDF to follow along. I want to give you 2 exercises to do this weekend that will help you become stronger. The first is what I call the 6 forces that hold us back. Every one of us has an inner critic, and there are 6 forces that drive our inner critic: deficit mindset, shrinking effect, satisfaction conundrum, superhero facade, setback spiral, and systemic bias. We've given you a little worksheet to work off of. I want you to take a moment on that worksheet and put a little check mark to which of the 6 forces you have ever felt in your life. By the way, I woke up with almost all 6 in my head this morning, so it is okay to check all 6 of those. And the second thing I want you to do is to circle the 2 that you feel the most often. I then want you to take those 2 and scribble down when you felt those recently. The reason I want to do this is our inner critics hold us back. We have an umbrella concept called fear or doubt or insecurity. But when we give it dimension, when we name exactly what's driving it, we're able to take away its power. So for me, I sometimes feel satisfaction conundrum because no matter what, you're scrolling through your social media feed. Everyone's doing incredible things. They're on vacation. When you're working, they are getting awards. They're getting accomplishments. They've raised a round. They've got a promotion. And the immediate thing that I think all of us feel is envy, comparison, and we judge ourselves against other people's milestones. And so if it were me doing this exercise, I would have circled satisfaction conundrum. And every time I feel that one, I go, okay, the antidote is to step back and talk about the abundance I have in my own life, not to use someone else's external marker of success as a way to define my own journey. And so I'll often think about how much gratitude I have for the work I'm doing, my family, my colleagues, and I'll just take that moment and say, you know what? I'm doing some incredible things. I'm happy for that other person, and I'll go and like all their posts and hype them. But we can be happy for other people on social media when we like our own lives. But I think it's a really important exercise to step back every once in a while and say, these 6 forces that hold us back from being our best selves, which of the ones am I feeling right now? What's holding me back? I think it's an important exercise to step back every once in a while and say, which of these 6 forces am I feeling right now? Which one's holding me back? And therefore, I know how to solve it. The second exercise I'm going to give you is to go to myconfidencelanguage.com and take the quiz. The quiz is not a personality test. It's an inventory of your talents and strengths in this moment. Your superpowers, your strengths, your opportunities. Now, 2 things happen when people take this quiz. The first thing they go is, oh my gosh, is the quiz wrong? I have all of these superpowers and strengths. Is there grade inflation? And I always say, nope. You know what? You've been underestimating and under-leveraging yourself your entire life. You are that powerful and capable. Get out of your own way. You have all of those talents. You're the one that hasn't been recognizing it or seeing them. You cannot give what you do not know you have. You can't receive the compliment until you've paid yourself the compliment. The second reaction often is, oh my gosh, look at my opportunity areas. I'm going to talk about opportunity areas separately because the first thing I want you to acknowledge is, look how awesome you are. Whether you have 1 superpower, 2 superpowers, 3 superpowers, look at how much talent you bring to the table. This is what has driven your path to success. This is the talent you've been bringing to the table. This is what you've been leaning on. Let's take a moment and appreciate it. You can also have people in your life take the quiz with you. Someone, while I was on book tour, wrote me this long message over Thanksgiving. And she said, you know what? I didn't want to know what my family was grateful for. I wanted to know their superpowers. And she said over dinner, she had everyone take the quiz. She has 2 sons who are both college age. And she said, I think we've been taking away my younger son's power his entire life. Her older son took our quiz, and his superpowers were leading, performing, and achieving. Always in charge, life of the party, loved athletics, loved being a competitor, was always captain of every team. And her younger son's superpowers were knowing, believing, and self-sustaining. And they had labeled him as an introvert, as shy growing up. And she wrote me this long message that said, when we went to parties when they were kids, I would always say, my older son, he's going to have so much fun telling jokes, just let him run wild. My younger son, he's shy. Don't talk to him. He doesn't like people. It'll make him nervous. What I could have said is he just finished reading a book on pandas. He's the world's leading thinker on pandas this week. He knows everything about pandas. He loves to talk to people one-on-one. Please ask him a question about pandas. He will light up on the inside. She said, because we had labeled him shy or introverted, we basically said he didn't fit the mold and he was less than. So she was driving him back to the airport to go back to college, the younger son, and they had a 45-minute conversation in the car. And he said to her, well, I'm over you people. I'm in college. I found my people. But yes, growing up, I was made to feel bad because I was shy. So I want you to do those 2 exercises for yourself. What are the forces that hold you back? Take the quiz. And if you feel so inclined, have someone else in your life or other people in your life take the quiz too. Because when we value our own strengths and we see the strengths of others, those connections help everyone get stronger together. I hope you've enjoyed this Friday episode of In Confidence. I hope you leave this space stronger than when you arrived. If you love this episode, share it with a friend who needs to hear this today, and share the quiz, myconfidencelanguage.com, with someone who needs a confidence boost today. Subscribe so you never miss a moment of inspiration. And until next time, in the words of my 9-year-old self, I see you, I value, I believe in you.